Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah. Back again. Alhamdulillah. One of the things I want to discuss is different reasons for failing. And I mean, this right here deals with myself as well as I'm sure with other people. But one of the areas of failing most important is can be lack of friends, lack of good friends, wrong selections of friends in business. Um, if you want to be successful, you have to have people who are successful, friends who are successful. You can't, they say that it is very important to have, if you're the smartest person in your group and you're mediocre, you're just basically doing it, then your group is just going to basically do it. You need some friend or mentor, someone who is way much more intelligent, way much more successful in order to help you to be successful. And in order to do stuff like that, you have to get rid of the ego and get rid of the self-importance of oneself. And another one is the lack of ambition. To be ambitious. To be ambitious is not a wrong thing. Allah says, "Yusari'una fil khayr." Hasten all that is good. Hastening all that is good. And khayr is good that would be beneficial, not fear, which would be beneficial to the individual, to the person's self. So, that is, another area. Now, having a defined purpose. The truth is the truth, but a lot of times people who have no purpose, they're like leaves blowing in the wind. They don't have an objective. They don't have a goal. And so if you don't have a goal, then the probability of you being successful in anything is not very probable. Another one is to have a negative personality. Every time you see a person, there's not anything positive to say or anything good to say or anything good to bring to the table and make people feel good, then of course people, not going to want to work with the individual in order to, and the person needs individuals in order to sell ideas and to do the things they need to do to be successful. And the other one is to have lack of self-discipline. If there's no discipline, how can a person be successful? But one of the greatest factors for certain people, for certain groups, is unfavorable hereditary background. To be born into a particular group that has been oppressed, or to be born into a particular group that has always been treated unfairly. That right there is a big stumbling block for a lot of people, and being able to overcome that particular stumbling block and the others that come with it. When another person is born into a particular hereditary background that is more favorable in that particular country, whatever country it may be, then they don't have as many stumbling blocks. They may have one or two, but the other one has 7 or 8. Think of a person running track, and one person is running track, and he only has 2 hurdles, or she only has 2 hurdles to jump over. But this other guy, or this other lady, has 9 hurdles to jump over on the same track. So that means that they have to put in more energy, more effort, more athleticism. They have to do more in order to equate the particular group that only have 2 hurdles. And that is the dynamic of being born into a unfavorable hereditary background. Another one is to have the wrong selection of a mate. A lot of people don't want to acknowledge that, but that is true. A wrong selection of a mate can be catastrophic in the aspect. If you're living above your means, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says that the brothers of the shaitan, Spendthrifts are the brothers of the shaitan. In today's terminology, spendthrift is a person who lives above their means. They only make $20,000 or $30,000 or $40,000 a year, but their yearly expenses is $80,000. Their yearly expenses is $90,000. They are the brothers of the shaitan because they're living above their means. And so therefore they will perpetually end up in debt, perpetually end up. And so that also comes back to self-discipline, being able to discipline oneself in order to bring down their own cost of living. So wrong selection of family, that is very important. So with that being said, the habits of indiscriminate spending money when you don't have the money to spend, being intolerant of other people is another means of failure, because you may need other people in order to be successful. When you limit the people that you deal with in order to be successful, then you cut off all avenues. That's why it's so important not to burn bridges with people. And one of the other ones that is a reality is a lack of money, lack of capital. If you don't have no money, then it's very difficult, especially in this country, to be successful in anything. But it's very difficult to get the money if all the other areas I've talked about are not dealt with. So I just want to kind of say that. And Assalamu alaikum warahmatullah.